Hi, welcome to the Stewy Reports. First weekly episode of 2019, as you can tell by the title. We did do one this week on New Year's Day. I want to thank you guys for coming out for that. That was like 5, 6 people for that. That was very a good turnout, all things considering the time of the day. So, again, welcome to the first Stewy Reports of 2019. If you're new to the Stewy Reports of the channel for the first time, hello. Nice to have you come on board today. I quickly to introduce myself, I can do every week. My name is ReverendRasheemStewart, soon to be ReverendRasheemStewart. I'm 29, I was going to say 39 years old, I'll be 40 this coming May. Long time fan of racing. I've been a racing fan since 1985. So this is going on my 34th racing season as a fan. Right now I'm in Orlando, Florida until further notice. So today we will be doing. We just finished watching the first of the wild card playoff games, which, in case you all just missed it, Indianapolis beat Houston 21-7. I'll give you my quick thoughts of that as the Stewy Reports goes on today. But mostly the Stewy Reports are mostly going to be about racing. I will have a second show which will be could be on Facebook Live, it could be on YouTube, or Instagram, depending what mood I am. We'll be talking about other sports, but at some point we will talk about other sports, not just racing. Okay, so just to give you guys a heads up on that. This is mostly gonna be a racing channel, like with NASCAR news, racing news, like IndyCar news, Formula One news, stuff like that. The couple big news so far this week, as far as going to racing. Number one, I saw a picture the other day being tweeted, and it looks like it got leaked. I'll confirm my sources later, that Ryan Newman's number 6 car will have Oscar Minor. You know, my baloney had a first name. Yeah, that company. Yeah. They will be sponsoring that car for a few races next year. So that's good. I really like that because, you know, with a lot of sponsorship mess lately in racing, I think it's good that we can get back into having sponsors coming into the sport, or haven't been in for a while, coming back into the sport. So I like it. I'm looking forward to it. There is a report that Trevor Bayne is trying to get some type of, at least do something for Daytona. I don't know for what team yet. I haven't heard what team it is, but there's a talks that he will probably do something for Daytona. I know it'll be the 500, but it might be a truck or Xfinity race with Advocate being a sponsor. More news to be named. More news later as I can find out stuff within the next couple weeks. You guys will definitely be notified on that. The second big news that I heard this week, well, thanks to David Land, that they started Law of 24, the Law before 24. This is the first test of the sports car with the new package this year. So her testing with other big names like Alex Zanardi, Fernando Alonso, a couple of the NASCAR drivers who's going to be in the races, test the cars. I thought that was very good. They said the testing went well under conditions. I think they had a touch of rain in one of the conditions, so in case it does rain, they have a little idea how it goes. So I think that's a great thing. The biggest news, or the other news, it's somewhat official, but we all know that this coming week that Daniel Suarez is going to take over the 41 of Stewart-Haas Racing. I thought I knew that's inevitable. That's inevitable coming on that. And it's something that we all saw coming from a while back. And I think this is going to be a make it or break it year for Daniel Suarez. He don't make at least the playoffs. A lot of people are going to consider him a bust. Maybe not on the Danica Patrick level, but since he's going to be one of the few minority/diversity drivers we have in the Cup Series, if he doesn't go well, what do you think is going to happen to Bubba Wallace? I think that's also a make or break year for him as well. So I think these two, especially with drive the diversity drivers in the next program, need to step up and have a good year. Bubba, I would say at least a top 20 in points would be good. I'd say Daly Swan, maybe finished 16 in points, but he made the playoffs. I think that'd be a successful year for a first year in that team. That's my expectations for Bo. I kind of get away with some of my predictions, but I will have a prediction video coming out probably late January on that, what my opinion is going to be all three series. Once I know who's going to be the active drivers and whatever, and then I'll give you predictions of who's going to win championships and who's going to win majors, like the 5 majors. And I'll include the Bristol Night Race. That's like a 4 to like 6 major. I'll let you know how I think's going to win all those races, and then who's going to win the title in all 3 series. One of my foes is going to win, but now may not be racing full time this year, is Ross Chastain. The other big news, which is a sad news, Ross Chastain, they shut down the Chick Ganassi Cups Infinity Series program because of the DC Solar fiasco. And it's sad because that Ross Chastain was an up-and-coming driver. He won a race with them. He should have won Darlington, and been for some bad luck and a little controversy with Kevin Harvick. He could have won 2 of the 3 races he was with Ganassi. So I think all 3 races he was leading at some point. I think he did get a stage win in at least all 3 races. I'm not sure, but someone can double check. The 3 races Ross Chastain, including the win, I believe he did get at least a stage point for the team, a playoff point, and stage points, 10 point, like a stage win in all 3 of those races. I thought that was really good for his confidence. So, like I said, it's a sad thing for him. I hope he gets another ride. I did tweet this week that the JR Motorsports should pick him up, maybe do some part-time races in the 9 car. I know that Junior can get a lot of sponsorship just with his name alone. So I'm hoping someone will snag him up before. If not, then maybe Tony Stewart with Haas can get a 3rd car. That could be interesting. So I hope he can run trucks full time. Maybe a truck team could use him at the last minute if he sees this under potential. So we'll see. I think Ross Chastain, besides being the Cup Series with Premium Motorsports, might be like a top 30 race car. He could probably be late 20s, early 30s for his finishing order. Maybe except for the restricted plate race, he might get lucked out, maybe get a top 20 here and there. And maybe in short track, he might get a top 20 here and there. He might get a couple top 20 finishes this year. I think even if he does that, I think he'll be fine. Again, it's just sad to see somebody with talent get kicked out of a ride that's not of his own doing, his or her doing. So I think it's sad, but it is what it is. So, guess somebody just tried to log off for a minute and they logged off. Okay. But anyway, so that's just my thoughts of the week. Quickly to the end, to the wild card game. My thoughts on that is just simply that game was good. I saw Chile, so hold on, I'm just getting a notification that the number 1 team in the country, Duke Blue Devils, is playing Clemson. They haven't won at Duke since 1995. Oh, that's going to be a while. But Duke has lost the last 2 ACC home openers. I think 1 at home and 1 on the road. So hoping this year that trend will change. Well, that trend's going to change this year. I can always see that coming. So yeah, I think like they said, Indianapolis, they jumped up to a 14 and then they got 21 quickly on Houston. That just killed the energy of the crowd. I mean, they did come with 21-7, I think late 3rd quarter, but just a couple good stops by the Indianapolis defense. You got to give the defense a lot of credit today. They played very well. They made a couple mistakes. They had a couple dumb penalties, but who does? It's a playoff game. You have jitters. But for other than that, they played very well under the circumstances, and I think now they're going to be a little more dangerous for people give them credit for. I think next week they're going to go to Kansas City. Oh yeah, there was a 60. So yeah, they're going to Kansas City. I think that game's going to be closer to what people's going to project that to be. If Indy's defense play what the way they did against the Houston Texans, that game could be they could keep that game close in the 4th quarter. Andrew Luck is not scared. He's playing with house money. He has nothing to lose. I think Kansas City has a lot to prove, and they got a lot to lose, and they got if they lose that game. So, my personal opinion, I think Kansas City will beat Indianapolis, but I think it'll be closer what the experts think. Oh, by the way, they're about to start the Seattle game in a couple minutes against Dallas. I guess I talked to somebody in the restaurant in case they didn't want to jump on and watch my show today. So my prediction is 28-24, Seattle beats Dallas. Probably with a late touchdown, with not many minutes left. So, unfortunately, they try to reset my live stream, but for some reason it hasn't been fixed. Well, they say now a few dollars left. I'll be fine get it back on. So what I'm going to do is, probably my plan is to pay the couple dollars off, but I'm going to cancel that service with Hulu, and I'm just going to jump on the YouTube TV and just start watching games through YouTube. I already got a YouTube Red account, so I might as well just add TV to it and just pay about $51 a month for about $55 for the YouTube Red plus the TV. But it is what it is, but I think it's going to be for the best, and I prefer that way. I'll probably will start the YouTube TV because you get a 5-day trial. I'm probably going to start I may start the day of the national title game. I just got to see how much funds I got left, so I can put some funds away during the week. So when that 5 days is over, I could pay for it on a Saturday. So if not, I probably will do it mid to late next weekend to give me more time to save up the money. So it is what it is. As you can tell, my hairline's on the recede just a little bit. It's just one of the bad things you get older. You're starting to get a bald spot. I can feel it right there a little bit. But again, it is what it is. So I think I'm getting close to a shape up time anyway. So another week or two, this thing's gonna get shaped up again. Someone asked me on Messenger today. They think they were gonna try to jump on watch this today. What's the status of the North Carolina trip? Because I told you guys, I think on the New Year's edition on one of my last videos I posted about possible plans for this year. That trip has been postponed. It has not been canceled for the year, but for the right now, it's been postponed because I haven't been working a lot. I'm trying to get back to work this week for day labor, like with Grip Dog. I do a lot of day labor stuff, but it's a hit and miss. Like some weeks, I can get 5-6 weeks at about 40 to 50 hours a week. Some days, like during the holidays, I'm going to get 2 days a week. I'm going to get like 15 to 16. Even if both days were 8 hours, I'm still only getting 15 to 16 hours that week. I mean, but thank God my bills were paid off ahead of time, so everything was a week ahead. So I can afford a bad week here and there, but I can't afford too many bad weeks. And plus, I still got some bills from legal fees from past situations. I'm still have to pay them off. So it's hard because I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do things this year. I'm trying to do more events, travel more this year, but that takes money. But it takes a little time because I can only do it on the weekends and not lose a day of work since when you're only doing day labor. Now, once I get a full-time job and once I get average, maybe I could ask for a little time off. Like I said, on the weekends, fly in and fly out and be back time to go back to work Monday. But even still, it takes a little money. It takes a little time commitment for me to get certain things done. So the people that wants me to go to North Carolina this year, just be patient. I'm working on it. I'm going to try to get there as quick as I can. But for right now, I had to postpone it due to lack of funds and just kind of I have something come up that same week I was going to go. So also, like I say, I was just scheduling conflicts right now. But like I said, once I know I could do a trip right on this year and reschedule it, you guys will know from my social medias, and you're going to know on a special video or one of my weekly Stewy reports. Speaking about the update in the Stewy reports is, I'm still going to do this every Saturday until, even include the weekend of the Super Bowl, and then we'll be moved to either Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, depending on when the weekly podcast is going to start back up soon. Depending on what day that is, I may do the day after or the day before. Because I don't want to do it the same day. That's like was doing the Stewy Plus Fridays, but because the core racing is doing Fridays, I didn't want to try to compete with that and not, yes, I'm struggling to get people right now. I'm like 15 minutes in, nobody really watching yet. I had one, but they just disappeared after like 2 seconds. Don't ask me why, but it is what it is. So we'll see what happens. But I do this because I love to talk about sports. I love to talk about certain things. I'm trying to do Fade on the Camera more often because I want to try to get back. My passion is to do something with sports broadcasting at some point, or host a daily podcast show so y'all can listen and enjoy talking about sports and have some music involved eventually. So this is my only way I could practice and hone my skills. So I'm glad for the most part most y'all liked it. I want to keep doing this. But if you guys need me to give you notifications for a little while, I'll go back on my social medias tonight and remind everybody through like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at least. I'll let everybody know again, hey, the show's going to be on blah, 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 blah. Let me know. I will be there. I will be on time. If I'm gonna be a little late, I will put a video out. From now on, I'll put a video out the day of. If I know I'm gonna be a little late, I know ahead of time I'm gonna put out a video that day, record a video, say, look, studio reports will be moved back to later on today, or it could be rescheduled to tomorrow due to this. Excuse me. But everybody will know ahead of time. And also a quick update about the New York. I am still planning to go to New York for my birthday weekend, which is May 31st. It's the day of my birthday to June 2nd. We'll probably do a special studio report on my birthday. Especially if it's gonna be moved back to the first, that'd be back-to-back nights doing studio reports. That'll be good. A little quick update on the gaming part of the situation. I am starting to save a little money here and there for the PlayStation 4. I'm now officially 2% into the total, into the first game I want to get, which is right now will be Project Cars 2. It's cheaper than NASCAR Heat 3, which I'm surprised, because especially Heat 4 could be coming out late this year or next year, and Project Cars 3 could be out by next year. But right now, until further notice, I will be, I will be getting Project Cars 2. And once I do that, and once I get a little fame to put up and pull it for the TV, you guys can see me play the game and get my reactions to it. That's going to be coming soon. And I'm also saving money for a laptop. I did put 2% down, and it's on layaway. At a thrift store, a pawn shop. I did saw a decent one I could use for the speed. It'll be enough to at least download a couple computer games. And again, we could do that at some point as a live stream. So once I learn how to do that. So those are the updates for the week on that. So at this time, give me a moment, get up towards my TV. I'm going to show one of 3 highlights because we're getting closer to Daytona. So right now, let me get this ready. I'm going to show you a highlight. This is from 1999 Daytona 500. This is the big one. Okay, we get the sound ready. And we're going to play the film. This is from Bug One Boy. If you haven't seen any of his videos, I will highly recommend you check it out. Okay? Here we go.
Saturday night, July 3rd. Triple turn green. The car spinning up into the wall mid-pack. Still carrying one of them. Mark Martin is in it. Elliott Sadler, the rookie. And cars spin. Terry Maloney. Steve Park is in there, 99. Jeff Burton, yeah. Joe Nemechek, 42. Sterling Marlin, number 40. Jeffrey Bodine, former winner.
Boy,
Ward Burton, heavy damage on his Pontiac.
those cars were all running so close together.
And Dale Jarrett trying to win his third Daytona 500. Will not today.
There's Sterling Marlin in the 40 right there. Joe Nemechek in the 42, I saw him. Here comes Jarrett out of the car. That's great to see. Wow.
A grinding crash in a return 3 at lap 135 has brought out this third caution of the day. And Jarrett, who had a chance to win over $2 million today.
And Terry Labonte also had that same chance, and he's out of it. Mark Martin, tremendous amount of damage to his car.
Gets you a good deal on a Ford Taurus, only driven 300 miles.
No, that's, you see, he's been around backwards.
You see the cockpit is all intact. Mark is okay. Trying to see if that car will steer. There is Rich Bickle, the Wisconsin driver.
Boy.
Steve Park in the yellow fire suit. All discussing what happened to start that melee. That is Jeffrey Bodine driving for Joe and Nancy Bessie, the 86 winner. And look at the litter in turn 3.
That is a mess.
10 race cars, wreckers and support vehicles.
There's Dale Jarrett. You can see he's not hurt. He's a little aggravated, but I tell you, you can tell he's walking no limps. He's doing what happened.
Elliott Sadler has been helped from where he's walking along to the ambulance. That's Terry Labonte inside the ambulance sitting that Dale Jarrett's in conversation with. Anytime there's an accident on a major super speedway, the drivers are required to climb into the ambulance and take the ride to the care center to be checked over. Let's see if we can see what happened entering turn 3.
Well, there's Dale Jarrett right there. As they head off in the corner, he goes down on the flat part of the racetrack. He might have had a little bit of a bump from the 28 car, his teammate, as they went in there.
At 190 miles an hour, it's almost impossible for the brake to slow the car to miss the incident. You steer for the hole and hope it's still there when you get there.
Boy, that track closed up in a hurry. When one car spun, as close as they were running together, they had to get a lot of other cars involved.
And Ricky Run. Right there at the start of that replay, was there contact between Jarrett and the 28?
Yeah, it looked like there was just a light contact, just enough to turn him down on flat and shoot him right back up in front of oncoming traffic.
Another angle. The cars you're watching, oh, Jarrett's already gone at that point.
Good miss by Bill Elliott.
And just shoot across the racetrack right into Terry Labonte.
Terry Labonte had no. He might have got hit behind, then he got smashed.
6-star. There comes Ward Burton in number 22. Jeffrey Bodine. He was the next to him there. Robert Presley. Someone's upside down there.
That was Bodine, I believe, that went on his route. Let's show you Dale Jarrett's view. Show you which car was upside down.
Brother.
From Mark Martin's roof cam.
Ooh, that hurt.
From Ward Burton.
Oh, he had that thing missed. Ooh. He got hit from Mark Martin. One other guy from behind. So I said.
Well, this will tell the story right here. Okay, there's the 28 down on the inside of the 88 just a little bit as they start into that corner. And I believe they made a little bit of contact. And I think maybe what happened is Jeff Gordon had just gone by Jerry going down the backstretch, and Kenny Irvin was wanting to follow Jeff Gordon into that turn, and Dale Jarrett didn't know he was there, and when he went in the corner, he go down a little bit. Let's watch it right here. Here we go.
I agree with that. Now looking back on, I see this 20 years ago, but I was like, yeah, I could agree with his assessment. He came down. He went up a little bit.
There's their contact right there from this angle.
It didn't look like it. It looked like Mayfair was disturbed on the rear.
It don't take much, even if there was disturbed. Yeah, to you.
And from there, you're just a passenger.
Well, let's ride with Kenny Irwin and see if his car nudges from contact with Dale.
It's
Jarrett.
awfully close. I'm gonna say yes, but not much. Yeah, barely
Yeah. Yes, sir. That looked like contact to me.
Folks, if you could ride on a skateboard behind one of these cars at 190 miles an hour and just touch the bumper, you could spin it around. They're that close to the edge of control. Ralph?
The key on this stop, Mike, is going to be the gas man, Bob Tracy for Rusty Wallace. Maybe they can get enough fuel in to get them all the way. They're going to put on tires. They're not making any changes. They left themselves plenty of room with Jeremy Mayfield. First one's in, first one's out. That's exactly what they were hoping for. Problems with Mayfield stopped a little bit slower. Dale Earnhardt does get away quicker than Mayfield. To Nick Berggren.
The 31 car, Mike Skinner, took just 2 tires on the outside, and these guys are all high-fiving themselves. They have done a terrific pit stop. Less than 17 seconds for Mike Skinner's crew.
And they're rewarded, Dick, by being the first team on pit road. Mike Skinner will have the lead in this race when we go back to green. 138 laps complete, 62 to go. Daytona 500 coverage continues after this message and a word from your local station. Welcome back to Daytona. We're under caution, 139 laps. Teammates Joe Nemechek and Sterling Marlin discuss the aftermath of Dale Jarrett's spin next to their wrecked race cars. From Dale Jarrett's car, let's ride along as a 2-time Daytona 500 winner headed for turn 3.
Hear the throttle going up just a tad. So I'm wondering if it's because of the initial contact. Like I said, well, ooh, that hurt. Oh.
Once again from Mark Martin. And from Kenny Irwin's car.
Excuse me.
We remain under caution with 60 laps to go. We'll come back and give you a rundown on the cars involved in the incident and whether or not they're able to get back into the Daytona 500 right after this.
All right, so what I was gonna say, yeah, it's getting a little frustrating. I mean, so it is what it is. So what I'm gonna do at this time, I'm gonna stop the Stewy reports a lot earlier than I literally plan on doing today. One of my things this year I did promise myself is if I don't get anybody watching it after a certain amount of minutes, I'll just gonna stop it early and just say, you know what, I'll call it a loss for the day and we'll come back next week. So I'm gonna keep my head up. I'm gonna keep smiling. But this is a rough week. That's one of the things I have heard from people on YouTube. You have good weeks and you have bad weeks with live streams and then putting up videos. Sometimes you'll get good responses, sometimes you get bad responses. Today was just a bad day, and it is what it is. Maybe I need to look at the starting time. Maybe, now with NFL playoffs, I need to keep that in consideration. Should I start the Stewy reports early in the day on a Saturday because of football? Now, I don't know because how the schedule going to be yet next week. Maybe that's something I'll have to look into, which I'm not competing against anything. So, But for now, I'm gonna end the Stewy reports real early today. I'm gonna do my usual outro. And anything you do it in love. First click is 1614. When you guys see this video later on today, just as a remind, whenever this week, that the Stewy reports will be back as of right now, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central next Saturday. Now, I was gonna get in the middle of a football game. I might put a video or a post on one of my social medias and those things in the description. I may do it a little early in the day, but I will keep everybody posted if I'm not working. Now, if I'm working, of course, I'll keep it at the original time. Well, we'll see what happens, okay? But anyway, I love all you guys. God bless America. God bless the troops. I'll see you guys next Saturday. As of right now, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central for the Stewy reports. For right now, that could be subject to change. It could be moved up a day. Could be moved back to Sunday. I don't know. We'll have to see how the week goes. Oh wait, we got somebody on at the last minute. Okay, hold on a minute. I might be able to stay on for a few more minutes. Hello. Say hello. Oh, you are very lucky because I was about to do my outro because I've been doing this for 31 minutes. I finally got somebody online. Hit the like button. Well, at least say hello. Let me know who you are. I can shout you out. At least I got one. I guess God didn't want me to edit this yet, so I guess we can go for a few more minutes. Yeah, when you do come on, just say hello so I can shout you out. So don't be shy. I'm not begging, but just just let me know. Hey, this is so and so. Hey, I'm gonna shout you out. So we say, that'll be my way of saying thank you for coming on board. Okay? Thank you for taking time to watching the Stewy reports. If you got anything you want me to talk about, put it in the chat. Let me know. And I'll do my best to talk about it. I don't know everything, but I will do my best to. If you have a question you want to ask, is there something you want advice about? Something about my life? Like I said, I'll do my best to answer the question for you. So, that would be cool. I hope wherever you're watching from, I hope the weather's good. Today wasn't too bad. If it was a little windy today, I would say probably high 60s, low 70s, but it was a little windy, so it felt a little cooler to what the actual temperature was. So that I will admit. That's one of the things I do like with my Florida because, it doesn't get really cold in the wintertime. Once in a while we'll get like 45, 50 degrees in the day, or maybe no more than 60, but low temperatures. So like I said, that's one of the few things I do like about Florida. But after that, but other than that, it is what it is. So, and I would say this about my life right now. For the most part, it's going good. It could be better. But again, like I said, it is what it is. Could I have a little more money to do some of the things I like to do? Yes. Would I like to have some more equipment, to do some things better on YouTube? Yes. Would I like to have a few more followers? Yes. But I'll give you a thing. When I started doing videos, November, December, January, October, almost 4 months ago, I only had no more than 10 people as subscribers, and that's mostly because, they liked some of the music videos and whatever videos I was watching, and I had a little playlist, which I got to update that and maybe just, going forward. I went from 5 to 10 people to now 65, so I'm close to 70 in a 4-month span. I gained almost 60 people on YouTube. Now, a couple of them I follow their page and they follow mine. So, but I'll say outside the couple who I've been following, I will say maybe about 50 of those just came out of nowhere. So, I want to thank you guys for that. I'm truly humbled about that That makes me feel very blessed. Because that shows me that you guys care. And that does show me that you guys want me to do these type of shows. Even if I get one person on a week, like the one person's watching right now, thank you. I appreciate that. You know that? That makes me want to keep going. Even one person taking a few minutes out of their schedule every week to watch this nappy-headed, faded-headed guy, almost 40 years old, just ramble on about sports and other things, just ramble on, just talk about stuff to keep you entertained and smiling. I will do this every week as long as I can. As long as I'm healthy enough and God gives me the strength to do it, I will do this every week unless something changes. I might have to do something else. But for right now, I do it because I love what I'm doing, but more important, I love to give back and put a smile on somebody's face. If this makes your day or your week, then I'm blessed to do it, because that just shows me that, it's not just about me. It's about reaching others and making others feel like they're wanted and loved. And that's one of the more important things of this channel, and also the ministry I do. I want to make people feel like they're welcome and loved. Because that's a problem we have in society. We always want to hate on somebody. We always want to judge somebody. Just because we're not doing it in the way you want us to do it, it's not mean we are not this, we're not that. We're doing it to the best of our abilities, and the best abilities and the talents that God has given us to do the things that we are blessed to do on a weekly basis. So I want to say that before we end the show today. So again, for that person now they just took off, but for that one person that stayed on for 5 to 10 minutes, thank you. And if they're shy to say something, okay, fine. Maybe they have to be a subscriber to chat. I don't know what that's wonderful, But again, I'm going to be me every week. If they don't like it, fine. But I can't stop the way God made me to be. I'm embracing my uniqueness. That's the new hashtag for 2019. Embrace your uniqueness. Okay? But again, I'm going to log off now, because now we got the one person. So we went 10 minutes longer than I thought I was going to. But again, thank you guys for checking it out, even just for a few minutes today. I love all you guys. I'll see you on next Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, Stewy Reports. Okay, peace and good night. Bye.